Because then I gotta try to move it up if possible. Oh. Can't join the meeting chat. I'll be right back.
Evening, Pexy.
Hey.
Oh, they come up from behind us.
Now is 9 o'clock, 2nd of March 2018.
Evening, Rayvon.
Yeah, that was hey, Rayvon. How's it going?
Hey, Rayvon.
So, well, it's 9 o'clock. I guess well, Kellic said he might be a little late. But I guess I'll just start with what we've got. In the announcements channel, I put a link to this little agenda I made today. This was some of the points to go over. I was hoping Vornair would be here, but he's not. So those of you that have seen the website, he's switched it over to a new one.
I've been wondering, are all the forum posts gone?
No, I don't think so.
They're not
Not sure. They're not. Okay. Well, I know that Baruko's been helping him with that, so they might have to still move that over. But if you guys go to vornairgaming.com, he's kind of added a WordPress for the front page, the welcome screen. And Vornair made this little video, which is really good, actually. He used iMovie on his phone to make it. But that links to the charter for the guild, you know, with COC and stuff. And then forums, which we're working on. Trying to get some things added in, like a calendar and stuff like that. So it all has to be added in, though. And I will ask him about the old posts. Let me put something about that on there. So that's that. Now, we have a few new guilds in different games. If anybody doesn't know about those, there's one on the Empire and Republic side for the Star Wars, and there's the ESO guild, which we created, or is called Vornair Gaming. And there's another one for GW2. I think we have like at least 2 guilds in GW2. One of them is run by Elise, I believe. So, as far as the channels, is there anything that anybody thinks we need to add? Games in particular? Or even remove things that aren't being used? Because it is getting kind of crowded.
I want a Sims channel.
What, a Sims? I like 3 and 4?
Hey, Baruka, Bacchus.
Not sure if anybody plays, but maybe Solus crafting.
You called?
Solus crafting.
Haven't heard of that one.
It's got a
It's a new.
multiplayer content update coming like in a few months.
Haven't really seen anybody mentioning that one.
Yeah, it's not that well known, and there's not a lot of people playing it yet.
Usually what we do is, when there's some interest shown by a few people, then we'll make the channels and stuff. So we also have a new game lead. He's for Star Wars. If anybody doesn't know him, that's Alaric Klein. So if anyone needs invites to the guild, he can do that. I can do it also. And there's,
What's the Star Wars game?
pardon me? What is it?
What is this? What KOTOR or something, or not KOTOR?
No, it's
Old Republic?
WTOR. Yeah. Yeah, and we're running up on Monday nights and Sunday evenings. Sunday is the Empire side and Monday night is Republic side. Right now it's just 8-man ops, but if more people showed interest, we might be able to make it a 16-man.
Have to have some people come join us in Warframe.
Warframe? Okay, I don't know. I don't know anything about that game myself. Is it?
There's a handful of us that are playing it. We
I
don't
noticed
have
that.
a VGC guild at the moment because there's a lot of stuff tied to the guild. Well, clans is what they're called in the game.
Mhm.
It takes a very, very long time to get. And some of us have joined a different clan that already has all that stuff unlocked.
I see.
For convenience sake. But we could always see about making one if people really want to work that hard for it.
How many are playing?
There's about 5 or 6 of us pretty consistently, and probably that many more who kind of come in and out.
Well, is anybody that you know of interested in leading it? If one was started?
Don't know. Not me, but
Well, we'll have
see
to
about
find
Meetup.
somebody that's playing it to lead the. If you guys wanted to do that and create one.
I mean, unfortunately, the game is set up in such a way that there's not really a whole lot of large group content. In fact, they just removed the raids because nobody was playing them.
Wow.
It's more focused on getting a group of 3 or 4 people at a time.
Okay. I don't know.
I'd be willing to come and play some Warframe. I would just wanting to
Was that Sinzwa?
Your mic's cut out, Senzoba.
Yeah, I think your push to talk. Maybe click back on your Discord window. Okay, well, and then there's also the BDO Guild. If anybody plays that.
I signed up
It's
for the
valid
BDO guild the other day, but we had a few of us. Well, there's 2 of us that were doing Star Citizen the other day. If anyone has any interest in doing any beginning maneuvers for that, you can go all the way down
Is
to
there
the
any
planets now.
Any idea when that's gonna go, like beta?
Yeah, right.
If
I think the
Can it please
solo
just
game will
not
come out
conflict
first.
with COE?
yeah, right. I know.
Oh, no,
Because
no, no,
there's
no.
like
Ashes and
80% of
Pantheon.
gamers who are like waiting for that game, and that's gonna like kill COE if that game comes out.
No, don't worry. COE will be gone and dead before Star Citizen rolls out.
Okay, well then we'll forget about that one for now. So
Star Citizen owns the copyright on soon.
yeah,
Not literally, but they might as well.
Now, are
yeah,
you guys
that's
doing?
really sad because so many people put a lot of money into that.
Yeah, I bet. I pledged like over a year ago, and I've logged in like twice. Like,
I
are you
What were
guys?
you gonna
pledged,
ask?
4 years ago.
Are you guys like the official Vornair? I know there's a Vornair community for it, or guild, or whatever you guys call them.
Or what? Star Citizen?
Yeah.
I don't think we've got one created in that. I wouldn't even start it until at least until like beta,
I
probably.
thought I saw one.
It's possible. I don't know if there was. Let me look in the channel. I don't
Star
know.
Citizen info. Vornair, you even commented on it.
Oh, oh no! Wait a minute.
Vorian posted.
Yeah, the picture I was talking about.
Oh.
That's right. He did create that. Forgot about that. Yeah. There's only me and him in it.
Oh wow, really?
Sorry, I'm late.
Forgot he had just made that. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It is there. But I mean, that game is taking forever, so I wouldn't really count on much. Hi, Elise.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Actually, I'm glad you came in because I was talking about GW2, and in the information thing it says that you guys are Gate of Madness, but I thought it was Crystal Desert.
No, we are technically on Gate of Madness, but with guilds, with the only thing that really matters when it comes to servers is World v World.
Right.
And if we're not a World v World guild, we haven't been for probably over a year and a half now. So it doesn't really matter what server you're on.
Well, the reason why I had to ask because I do that World v World a lot, and I had switched to Crystal Desert because I thought that was where at least either your guild or some other one was there.
Well, you may have misunderstood. The Crystal Desert is where the game is at, expansion wise.
No, it's okay. Maybe that's the wrong server then. I thought that was the name of the server.
I mean, we've got the server listed in the server info as Gate of Madness.
Yeah, I know, but I had thought there was a group on another server, and that's where I switched to. Anyway, so your guild is on which server? It's not on Gate of Madness. You said it's partially on that.
The guilds expand across all servers. You can be on any server and be in any guild.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for World v World stuff to group up with other people.
Our guild has people from all over. We used to recruit only for Gates of Madness simply because we World v World it. But since we don't World v World anymore, we don't recruit solely for Gate of Madness.
Okay, so you have people in your guild that are in different servers then? You're saying?
Oh, yes.
Okay, all right. No problem. I was just confused about that a little.
Okay, I've got to clear that.
Yeah, but I mean, my solution there, right, or my proposed solution there would be, if VGC members, right, want to get into Guild Wars 2 and want to World v World together, right? There's no reason why you guys can't all go to the Gates of Madness server, still join, the guild, right? And then, go do World v World together, right?
Yeah, that'll work. Most of our officers are on Gates of Madness. That's just because we were recruited when the guild was still World v Worlding.
Right. Yeah, that's what I like the most in that game, actually. So, all right. So, what else did we have here? Coming games and interest. So some of the games that I know of are, well, Pantheon and Ashes, which are still a good ways away, but soon to be going into testing. So, do a lot of people have access to the beta for that? Even
I
after
don't.
either of them?
Sorry, what game again?
Pantheon or Ashes of Creation?
Ashes, I am a backer on. I don't know how much I'm actually going to like it.
Is anyone in Pantheon yet, or is it just the streamer they've had like occasionally?
They have the pre-alpha backers are in.
Yeah.
So those guys who pay like $100 a month.
Yeah.
$100 a month to play a video game that's not even out yet?
No, to support a video game that's not out.
Right, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
What are they playing?
They're just testing.
Well, they're testing, yeah. But I'm hoping we can start a guild during the beta, at least for that Pantheon, and one for Ashes as well, and try to get some people involved in those. They may be good for getting a lot more people involved. I'm not sure.
I believe Vorian is planning on leading the Ashes chapter.
Right. Yeah, I had talked to him about it, and he hadn't even thought of Pantheon, so I can put something up on those forums.
No, what is Pantheon? I've not even heard of it.
It's a strictly PvE game, actually. Complete opposite of what some of the others out now, like Ashes. It's all about
to EverQuest.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty challenging for the dungeons and the raids. I think they're more focused on dungeons, I believe they said, but supposed to be pretty challenging. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. Actually, they designed the combat so that it's action, but at the same time, it's not super fast paced like BDO. It's a little bit slower, so you can actually see what like your opponent is about to do, what skill they're going to use or whatever, and then know how to react to it, things like that.
It actually sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it looks like it might be pretty good. He said the landscape and everything looks really good. They designed the tunes so that they're semi-cartoony, not Asian, and not exactly WoW, but kind of in the middle there, because they don't want it in a couple of years. They don't want it to look like too old. If it's realistic, then they're afraid it might look old after a while. But there's also Bless is supposed to be coming to Steam for beta.
Oh my god.
Even though they had said they weren't going to release that to NA, from what I heard.
I heard it's pretty much a flop even before it's out.
And
then there's
and other servers failed already, and
that didn't work.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it's super grindy, and it's not group friendly, which the rumor was when Russian was open, because I actually played it with whatever the other gaming community was, and it was actually a lot of fun. Yeah, Legacy. But if you like did quests and there was like a group of you, everybody had to like go kill all their own mobs and talk to their own NPC, and basically you were just in a group with people, but you still had to play it by yourself. It was the only like real complaint, and then of course it's a cookie cutter grindy, reskinned classic MMO.
Right, right. Well, then there's also Crowfall, which I think is supposed to start like beta at least sooner than the other two, sooner than Pantheon and Ashes, I think.
Yeah, they've been releasing a lot of information lately.
Yeah, that one looks. It looks to me like it's a lot like Camelot Unchained, actually, but I mean, slight differences, but it's strictly PvP. There's no PvE in the game, so to speak, and I mean, like no questing, no dungeons or any of that. But that one's a little different. It has nodes all over the map, and when you get to a node, you can build on it. And as the node upgrades, you can build, better buildings, like a castle versus a house kind of thing. I mean, that one might be interesting too, and a big group-oriented kind of game. Which is what I've been trying to find, something good that, we can get a lot of people into.
In a smaller group-oriented game, have you looked at Eco at all?
Yeah, some of the guys play that.
I was gonna say it's pretty popular right now.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for another release or two to come out and have some serviceability, and then I'm gonna reactivate the game and we'll do another large scale. We did a simulation of effectively two duchies the last time we played it, Zilphania and the Rhinelands, and it was some pretty eye-opening stuff. So yeah, we'll have it out again soon.
I don't see. Yeah, I was hoping we could talk to Alec, but I don't see him on. There's somebody in Esmond's with Esmond that does a lot of role playing, tabletop kind of stuff, and role playing events in Discord. So I was hoping to get him in here to talk about some of that and maybe run a couple through our Discord.
Yeah, and if anyone ever wants to do something like that, but just isn't really sure of how to use something like Roll20 for it, just hit me up for it. I can walk you through most of the features on there.
Let me just ask, because I have another thing I might be able to show. Let me just ask Esben. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, and Court, I don't know if you heard me or not earlier about Warframe.
Yeah, that was when you were cutting out and we never really heard the last bit.
Yeah, I got disconnected. I was just, I'm interested in playing, but I just don't have a lot of Warframes, and the ones that I do have, I don't really like using that much.
All right, he says it's okay. I'm going to show you guys a copy of this. It's really good. Actually, Court, maybe we could talk about
what? Sorry.
About this. I was going to have you look at it and see what you think of it. If there are any suggestions on things to add or whatever. Let me.
Sure. I just need a couple of minutes. Actually, in the middle of a match.
Not right this minute. I'm just going to share the doc and you can, look it over whenever. But basically, Esmond created, along with Alec, his buddy, Chronicles of Illyria tabletop with all kinds of like skills and everything.
Nice.
It's just a matter of kind of trying to figure out how to play it as a table. I think he's got some ideas, but just share this link with it. We really need to fix the text channel that links with the.
I thought we did.
I don't see one that says meeting.
I
only see one that says hangout.
Yeah, for some reason it's not assigning us voice or permissions to the channel, but there is a meeting voice chat.
Yeah, I see that. I'll put it in there.
But nobody could see it because for some reason the bot's not assigning the role.
Okay, well, the VGC info that's a members and allies only, right? That's not in everyone.
Correct.
But I mean, there's a tabletop channel.
That's true. I'll put it in the info one though. So, if anybody's interested in trying that out, he wants to start running at least one group. Maybe we'll get more. It's mostly fleshed out now, but
yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I don't know if anyone in here has been in any tabletop game with me, but I'm a systems guy, so I like looking at all that stuff.
Okay. Oh, I lost my forms. Okay, so I talked about that. So the only other thing I was gonna mention was, if anybody had any ideas for things they might like to see done, games to get into, anything like that. And if not, maybe somebody else would like to. Adam, do you have anything? Sounds like you got a cold again.
Yeah, I do. It is not pleasant. But yeah, no. I mean, aside from, I'd like to see whatever. And I'll get with Vorian on it in relation to getting our stuff set up for the Ashes, right, and prepped for the testing of that.
Okay.
Just to get people interested there. Pantheon looks interesting. It really does. I'd be interested in that. I'm a old WoW rating player, so
Cool.
the PvE stuff is interesting to me.
Right.
Not sure. Were you looking to lead that one, Sin, or are you looking for a game lead for it?
Oh, either or. But I was just going to start a post on their forums, at least get things started, and see if anybody was interested in joining and that sort of thing.
Yep. Yeah. Because I'd also like to see how many people we have in the VGC who are interested, right? Whether they've already, bought a package and have beta access, and we can start coordinating some testing there,
right?
Or they're interested in buying a package and all that fun stuff. So same with the Ashes for both of those. Other than that, for me, like the only other thing that I'd like to bring attention to, Life is Feudal, the MMO, still going, right? Still going well, at least for our group, not so much for others. But yeah, still a ton of people active in our group over there. The SWOTOR and BDO branches are doing, and ESO for that matter, branches are all doing really well. In terms of, I see you guys in channel literally every single day. right?
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So anybody who's interested in, in getting, into those games, right? Whether it's getting into them for the first time or it's getting into them again, right? It's something to do, right? is really what it comes down to, and playing with people from our community. There's not a lot of games that are coming out or have recently come out that that I've seen a lot of hype for, in general. That's like a MMO or something we can get into as a larger group.
Right.
And that's okay, right? I don't necessarily view that as a bad thing, right? Especially since we've got the BDO, ESO, and SWOTOR stuff going in general, and Life is Feudal as well. And the pickup game stuff is I've seen a lot of activity with that as well. Whether it's people playing Civilization, I've seen a couple people in here playing Civilization, doing some tabletop gaming. Monster Hunter World, right? Pretty much every night there's at least a couple of us in that channel, just hanging out while playing, Monster Hunter World. So a lot of good activity.
Yeah.
A lot of good activity. So the more activity we have in the Discord, the more we're encouraging people to engage, right? I know, especially for like BDO, it can be daunting for people that have already played it to go, you know what? I'll go play that again, right, with this group. But it really is worth it, in my opinion, right, just for the social interaction with your fellow community members, in lieu of there really not being another option, right, that's out there right now. So I would highly encourage people who are even at least a little bit interested in getting into the MMO field again, right? To join in on the ESO, BDO, or SWOTOR fronts. We might have a WoW guild. For those who might be interested in getting in WoW, we might have one kicking off in the near future. Just talking with Vilsec on that. Who is a new member to VGC. He's the leader of a 60 some odd person WoW guild that does rating of the new content, and he'd like to bring that over to the VGC, right? Basically close down their guilds Discord to just bring them over into here. That way, not only do they have do they open up a WoW chapter for us, right? But his folks have the ability to interact with us and play with us in the other games that we're participating in, which keeps the group together and all that fun stuff. So I still have a couple conversations to have with him, but I'd expect to see that in the near future as well.
And I see Calyx is here. It reminds me the other it's coming out soon is Sea of Thieves. Everybody's
Yeah.
in that. Calyx and a bunch of his guys play that a lot.
So is that cross-platform at all?
It's Xbox and Windows 10 cross-platform.
Okay. So I'll see you in there.
Wait, there's a game that's trying cross-platforming again?
Oh, there's
and
quite a few.
it works amazingly well.
Wow.
It's all owned by Microsoft.
Played testing it for a while.
Monster Hunter's doing the same thing for cross-platform between PC and Xbox.
The PC though hasn't come out yet, has it?
That's correct.
Okay.
My daughter's waiting for Fortnite to cross-platform. She got all upset because her friends have Xboxes and she was playing on a PC. I heard her curse tonight. She says, "I hate being a PC gamer."
Oh, goodness.
Blasphemy.
The horror.
Yep.
See, I prefer PC for most games, but there are a couple of games that I just prefer. I prefer the controls on a console, right? Which I could do through my PC anyways, right? So it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But so I've been playing Monster Hunter World on the console, and literally the best thing about it is that my console is upstairs in the family room, and I can, in my mind, justify me playing Monster Hunter World as family time. True story.
Well, I mean, you have to be teaching Evelake right. He has to start learning young so that way he doesn't end up being like a 12-year-old noob.
Yep.
It's good parenting right there.
Absolutely.
I got a question.
Sure.
Do you know of anybody that plays Stellaris?
Yes.
Yeah, there's actually a pretty active group here, especially recently with the new edition that just came out.
Yeah, if you just check in this Stellaris channel, Sensiba.
Yep.
Yeah, I got two guys. Yeah, I got two guys from my group, Ivar and Amon. They play a lot. I believe they were playing with about 4 other people when the expansion came out. So yeah, just tag yourself, keep an eye on the channel. I know games at least once a week people are playing it with a big old group game.
Yeah, I'm still fairly new to the game, and so I've only played a couple of games, but not multiplayer yet. I've only actually done one multiplayer game, and all the other times that I have played they're all just been single player games.
Yeah, those psychos got me to play it multiplayer with them the first time I ever played, so that was pretty entertaining.
I love all of those games. Stellaris, CK2, Heart of Iron, right? That company is fantastic for strategy games. The Paradox, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I think that's about it then.
Yeah. Speaking of right now, I'll have to kick them in the butt. They're over in my Discord right now. But yeah, Amon and Ivar are both playing Stellaris right now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. With Gwen, a new person in my area. Yeah, there's 3 people playing Stellaris right now. I'll tell them to keep their eyes over on the channel over here too for people that want to play.
Yeah, and also if you just scroll down the player list, you can see what games people are playing. And I'm only to the C's, and there's like 4 people I see already playing Stellaris. So you can even just like message them if you wanted someone to play with.
Yeah, or if you post something in the Stellaris channel, they should see it.
Yep.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, Grumpy was recording this, so I'm gonna try to type up some of the.
Cool. Since I pretty much missed the whole thing.
Well, so one thing I did want to ask the group, right, is, where are we at for channel fatigue, right? Is everybody comfortable with the number of channels we have now? Is there, a better way to consolidate these channels down to where, we have less? Or are you mostly not bothered by it because you only pay attention to the channels that you actually care about?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm fine with it because of the categories help. You can just minimize everything.
Yeah, that, and you can always mute them and then set the muted ones to not display for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is a lot of channels, but with having so many people playing so many different things, there's really not any other way around it.
Yeah.
Having
think it's good
categories
to
is
have-
great because I can not view the kinds of games I don't want to play.
Yeah, I agree. I like having the selection because I can go right to what my interest is and just see if there's anything new.
Yeah, very good.
The only thing is, as a person who likes learning about other games without actually playing them sometimes, is possibly I know certain games have, like Star Wars has a voice that's, named Star Wars. There's ESO, BDO, and ArcAge. But a lot of these other ones that people are frequently playing aren't named, and people are just in, like, Gaming Channel 9 or Hangout 2.
Right.
And as an introvert, I don't want to just go impose because I have no idea what's happening. So possibly like naming the commonly played games voice channels.
Yeah, actually, I had started making voice channels and moving them up in like under the text channel for each game.
Mhm.
I was gonna see if everybody was, good with that. It can be easy to accidentally click on the voice rather than the text, but just thought it would be easier if we had the voice under the text, the same text, so that you can, link things and whatnot. People that you're talking to.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I like
another
that a
thing that
lot.
we can maybe do is consolidate the channels, because like a lot of them have an info channel and then the gaming channel. Where, could we make the
Yeah.
info a pinned message to the channel where people just, check the pin and that's all the info?
Yeah.
Because that would consolidate on space also and not make it look as cluttered.
Yeah, that's a
Or
possibility.
take all of those channels and put it into a singular channel.
Well, then people got to scroll through a bazillion posts to
Yeah.
find the info on the one
Yeah,
game
but
they
there's
want.
only like 20 different games that we're really using.
Yeah, but it will end up being more.
Yeah, as old
But
ones
just
go
doing it
away and
as
new
a-
ones come out.
Yeah, there's a number of channels where we've already swapped to doing the pinned message as opposed to a separate info channel,
Right.
and I haven't seen any issues in terms of like people looking for the information for that particular game and not being able to find it, right? So I think that's a viable solution, is just merging that into the discussion channel and just pinning it there. That way, we all know, if you're looking for the actual server info or information, about our group in that game, it's in the pinned message.
Right. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea to get rid of some of it extra.
Yeah, and then the only info channels we would have at that point is the ones that are they're just there to point to the coordination Discord for that particular game, like Life is Feudal and Chronicles of Illyria, right?
Right. That's true. Yeah, that's okay. Sounds like a plan. So get rid of some of these extra voice channels down here.
Yeah, I still think we should have a few of the just miscellaneous ones, right?
Yeah, hangouts maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that way, if I'm playing, if I'm playing Monster Hunter World, right, but there's already like 5 people in that channel, and I want, more of a, discussion just with, the people that are in my party, right? I could just pop down to a miscellaneous or, regular channel, you know, without having to create like a Monster Hunter Voice 2 and a Monster Hunter Voice 3 and so on and so forth, right? Because I think that's a bit excessive.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about covers everything.
Great success.
Other than
So if somebody needs me for anything, message me. I will get to it when I get to it. I'm gonna go die and hopefully wake up in the morning.
okay,
Have
you
fun.
do that.
That
hardly
sounds
Feel
exciting.
better.
Boys.
Some rest.
I know what you mean.
And your brother told me your secret about sleeping.
In relation to it,
He said Adam always says he never gets any sleep, but he just sleeps late in the day.
oh, that's not accurate at all. It's accurate on the weekends, right? But most weekdays I have to be up to work for a meeting, right?
Yeah.
My meetings start at 7 a.m. And then run all the way till 8, 9 p.m. right between both jobs, Monday through Friday.
Right.
And then on the weekends, I'll go to bed at like 2, 3 in the morning and wake up at like 11, depending on what I have. So that's when I recharge my batteries.
Uh-huh. All right, yeah. So you need some rest, I think.
Oh yeah.
NyQuil.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Night. Seems like there might be quite a few groups for the Sea of Thieves, Kelly.
Yeah, there's quite a few trying to get in, which is that was my biggest complaint when I was alpha testing the thing. It's like it's only 4 players. This is horrible.
Oh, I hate when games do that. Because you always end up with more people that want to join you, and then it's like, now what do we do?
So is that one that's kind of on the PUBG and Fortnite? style of game?
Kind of, sorta, but it's not battle royal. It's pretty much open world shenanigans. There's NPC. Pretty much, you go and you get quests / missions from 3 different types of merchant type guilds out there. Where one of them has you digging up chests, so you do treasure hunting maps. One of them has you hunting down skeletons of people and bringing back their skeleton heads. Another one which we haven't play tested yet is a merchant guild type thing where you go to the islands and you cage snakes and chickens and stuff, and you deliver them to islands and whatnot. But apparently you have to also keep them alive, so don't go sailing through a big old thunderstorm where you might kill all your animals on your boat or something.
When you go to an island to turn in a quest, watch your back, because somebody could shoot you in the back and kill you.
Oh yeah, I may or may not have done that a couple times.
Happened to me.
The best one that we pulled, or there's 2 really good ones that we did during the beta test. One was, there was a guy, I think he was a loner, and we had one of the weeping chests. So Ivar sneaks on and puts it on this dude's boat as he's sailing away, and we just follow him, and eventually dude sinks because he didn't know he had a cursed chest that was flooding his boat. It was hilarious. And then another one, we're sailing around, we saw 2 big old galleons fighting each other, and we had 3 explosive barrels. So again, Ivar driving, go figure. He just rams them while the other 3 of us all had explosive barrels. So we jump on board, run down, and suicide blow up the barrels and instantly sink one of them. They never saw us coming. They weren't even looking our way.
In this game, you're a pirate.
But yeah, it's just fun, silly shenanigans. But oddly enough, it has a really good sailing system. Turning the sails into the wind and whatnot, and steering and all that stuff. It's actually really good in that regard.
Yeah, it's tricky. You gotta put the sails up or pull them down, depending on how fast you want to go, things like that.
But those graphics.
Yeah, it's
the graphics are fun, cartoony.
It's kind of funny.
The water looks really good, though.
Oh yeah, their storms are really awesome.
Did you guys see the Kraken yet?
No, they haven't put it out yet.
Oh.
Hush, hush.
There's always a bunch of YouTubers that clickbait. They're like CFD's cracking, but it's not in the game yet.
Right, right.
There's a test this weekend, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing stress tests pretty much every weekend up until release now.
But no resets till release.
It's pretty much all resets, I think.
Negative. They didn't reset this one.
Oh, they did it? Yeah, I didn't play the one last weekend because my computer's been out for a couple weeks. I did the first stress test. I didn't play the last stress test.
Yep.
So that's cool.
They reset before the last one, and they didn't reset before this one.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm actually re-downloading it now to the fixed computer so I can play it a little bit this weekend.
Grumpy, you got that recording?
Yep, I got it all recorded.
Okay. So, what do I need to be able to play it? What did you record it with?
I can upload it to YouTube if you want. Or,
okay.
Or if you have Dropbox, I can direct load it up if you want.
No, YouTube is good. That'd probably be easiest. Then anybody can listen to it if they want.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that link because I missed the first 10 minutes because my daughter wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah, I pretty much missed the whole meeting, so.
Does anybody know a program that transcribes stuff that's recorded?
No, unfortunately, no.
You would have to talk to Kurt.
It's called Humans.
Well, your phone does it.
Sin. It's
Phone
called
does
short,
it. You know, when
called
you
shorthand.
phone it writes things.
Hootie is
Well, there you go. Just say, "Okay, Google," and then now my phone's.
Sin. It's called shorthand.
Just say that
Forget
command and then hit play.
Try that.
And see how long it goes before it confuses Google.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. See if it'll work. I would think if they had something like that on the phone, then they would have something you could get on your computer, program.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's an app for that.
I know there's drag and something like that.
All right, I am gonna head back over.
Alrighty.
To the conclave. I'll probably be on Star Wars in a little while if people are online.
Cool. Voice to text by Google.
Just go to college, learn shorthand.
Thanks.
I've tried that, so it doesn't work very well.
You tried the voice to text, Pexy?
Yeah. You can get Carrot to transcribe.
Who?
Carrot.
A carrot?
Carrot.
Carrick?
Yeah.
He'll do it?
Yeah.
Why?
He does it for Dutchie.
Well,
I'm going to end the recording here and go upload it, and I'll make the link available to Sin in probably about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. No problem. Thanks. Dragon Speech. Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I was going to say the old version, the Dragon Naturally Speaking, but it took a long time to teach it properly.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The new one might be alright, but